Elon finally let the cat out of the bag on all-wheel drive and performance on Model 3, as well as the white interior. We take a look at this and more. This is Tesla Tidbits episode number 406 for May 21st, 2018. The story of the weekend comes from Twitter, where Elon first promised that performance, all-wheel drive, and white interior would become available in the design studio late last week, and then let us know what we could expect for pricing and performance of those options. Starting with the performance version of the car, those of you out there looking to tick all the boxes on your car can expect to pay a hefty premium. From Elon's statement, quote, "Cost of all options, wheels, paint, etc. is included apart from Autopilot. Cost is $78,000 US. About the same as BMW M3, but 15% quicker and with better handling. Will beat anything in its class on the track," end quote. Throw in Autopilot and you've got $83,000 US before taxes. Maxing it out with full self-driving gives you an $86,000 US car. What do you get for that money? Well, Elon helps us there too. You get a car that does 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, tops out at 155 miles per hour, and still gets a 310-mile range. In addition, 20-inch performance wheels, a carbon fiber spoiler, and the white interior. And, for the moment at least, this will be the only way to get white interior. Elon said he's not expecting white interior for non-performance cars for 3 to 4 months. For those that don't want or can't afford the performance model, we have info for the all-wheel drive version as well. Contradicting his initial announcement, the all-wheel drive upgrade will be the same as Model S and Model X at $5,000. This version of the car gets you a 0 to 60 of 4.5 seconds and tops out at 140 miles per hour. And the range remains the same at 310 miles. Moving over to Electrek, folks that haven't jumped aboard the Model 3 freight train now have a much shorter wait to join the fun. Folks placing a brand new order to this point had been guided that they wouldn't take delivery for 12 to 18 months. But now, following the revelation that orders for dual motor and performance cars are now opening, that timeline has been altered. Orders for rear-wheel drive with the long-range battery have been slashed to 4 to 6 months. Even orders for dual motor or performance are only being guided to a 6 to 9 month time frame. Folks that had already had their reservations and had been invited to configure but had delayed their order waiting for features are being given a 12 to 16 week wait. The only drawback to the day's news, which depending on your viewpoint may actually be good news, is that folks that confirmed their order in the last batch of invitations are going to see a delay in delivery from the usual 3 to 6 week time frame. Tesla attributes a higher than expected take rate from that batch as the cause of the delay. Upside, bunch of folks will be getting their cars. Downside, just not as quickly as they expected. Elon had another Twitter outburst at the end of the week, this time answering a famous new Tesla owner. Kevin Mitnick, probably the world's most famous hacker, took delivery of a Model S P100D and asked Elon about supercharger locations. Quote, "Hi, at Elon Musk. Just picked up my new P100D a few days ago. Love it. Any news on adding superchargers around Woodland Hills, California? Keep up the great work." End quote. Elon promptly responded to him, saying, quote, "Yeah, there are thousands of supercharger locations going through permitting and construction, including that area. We'll publish an updated map in the next few days." End quote. As of the recording of this show, that update hasn't yet appeared, but currently Tesla shows that it has 1,229 stations across the world, with 9,623 plugs across those locations. I'll keep an eye out for that change for you. And lastly, back over at Electrek, we have news of some changes to the performance models of the cars. Exclusively on Model S, black Arachnid wheels are now a $4,500 option. Making a comeback on both Model S and Model X, the ventilated seats are now standard on top-of-the-line vehicles and are not an option for the lower models. For those that have forgot, or weren't around when these were a thing, these weren't exactly the most popular option when they were available. Owners complained that they were not effective at their job. We'll see if things have improved in this go-around. It wouldn't be like Tesla to leave this alone knowing the past criticisms, so I'm expecting good things in this iteration. You can check out the links to the full stories in the show description. While you're doing that, please consider supporting the show financially through Patreon at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. Thanks very much to our super patrons out there supporting the show at the $10 plus level. They are John Waltower, Drew Schuyler, John Waller, Mark and Sarah Thomas, Ryan Scarborough, Lee Sweet, William Henry Crew III, Dory and Steve Guberman, Bruno Quindici, Joey Boots, Ralph and Cheryl Waterhouse, Adam Raymer Brown, Megawatt Photovoltaic Development, Todd Sullivan, Robert Healy, Mitch Long, and Zortec LED Canada. If you can't support with dollars, be sure to show your love with positive reviews and subscriptions on YouTube, iTunes, and other services across the internet. That's it for today's episode. If you have feedback for me, the best way to be heard is to tweet at Tesla Tidbits and use the hashtag AskTeslaTidbits if you'd like your question to be considered for the show. I'll see everyone back here again tomorrow. Until then, keep it charged and hit the road.